Hey everybody, Goran's yet again. In our last video, we talked about how to place pieces onto our maps, and so that just leaves us with three more videos that we have to do. Those being, which is this one, setting up your alignment grid for a second floor or any additional floor, setting up the table assembly alignment cube for your maps. And then all that's left is doing the game piece use video. Sorry, yeah, I guess the game piece, like monsters, that kind of stuff. But right now we're doing the alignment grid video, okay? So it's setting up an alignment grid for any additional floors that you might make for your map is very easy. It takes a little bit of work, but the work is not that hard. I can't stress that enough. Okay, I've done my best to set everything up so that it takes a very little amount of work for you to be able to do any of or to be able to build your maps and such. Okay. So to get started on setting up your alignment grid, first thing you need to do is open up your building menu and your inventory menu. Okay. So again, Control B. Whoops, I need to be in my window for Second Life first. Control B to open up your building menu, and Control I for opening up your inventory. Okay. Once your inventory is open, look for the table assembly folder. Okay. And inside, you'll need to locate the assembly parts folder, and then you'll want to bring up the alignment grid. Okay. Once you find the alignment grid V2, go ahead and res it. Okay, just like so. Now you'll see the alignment grid is a little bit of or a little out of alignment, which is normal because it's just been resed. So you'll want to align it. First thing you want to do, or the best way to do that is to go into your building menu, okay? Select your table, or your tabletop. Copy the position coordinates, okay? Select the fresh alignment grid that you just resed, and then click on the middle P button of the position values, okay? And boom, it's aligned. Now you'll want to raise it up so that it sits just on top of the second floor, okay? Or any whatever additional floor that you're setting up. All right. Now that once that is done, you're going to want to unlink your alignment grid, and the command for doing that is Control Shift L. That'll bring up this question box. Go ahead and click on Unlink. Okay. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to deselect all the parts that you're going to use for this next step. Okay. So to do that, press Shift on your keyboard. Okay. And then left click each individual piece that you're going to be using. Okay. So basically just like this. Boom. 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 Just like that. The best way that you'll be able to tell if you've deselected something properly is if it goes from being a yellow outline like so to being not outlined in yellow. Okay. And it's best to do this with all the cross pieces that are currently sitting on your map. Okay. So keep going, just like so. Whoops. Until all your usable pieces have been deselected. Okay. Once that's done, with everything else that's selected, press the delete key on your keyboard. Okay. And that gets rid of all of the excess stuff that you don't need to use. All right. Once that's done, we need to resize all of these black alignment grid pieces, okay, so that they fit properly onto our second floor instead of being like so, okay? Now, this is a little tip and or cheat that will make it easier for you to be able to get this done faster, okay? Um, when you have an extended section like so, okay, where there's more than one piece that is going to be the same size, easiest way to do all the resizings, okay, is to resize one piece and then copy the size of that piece and paste it to all the other ones, okay? And I'm going to show you how to do that, and I'll walk you through it, okay? So I'm going to select or start with this piece, okay? Because I know that these three other pieces are going to be the same size and position roughly. Y-axis position as this piece, okay? So zoom out using your arrow keys or your WASD keys if you have it set up that way, okay? And then press Control Shift to activate the resize function, and then grab whichever resizing overlay cube, okay, you're going to use for this part, and then bring it down. All right. Once that side is in place, zoom back out again, rotate over until you find the other end, and then do the same with this end. Okay. Just like so. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect, like perfectly aligned, because these pieces all overlap. So if it's not perfect, it's at least sticking into this or overlapping with this piece, that's fine, okay? It's not really a big deal. Once that's done, okay, what you're gonna do is you're gonna copy the size of all of these, okay, using the C button in the size menu, okay, or the size portion of the build menu. So go ahead and click that, and then all you have to do is paste it to using the P button, okay, the middle P button, to all three of these. All right. Once you do that, all you need to do is grab the Y-axis positioning section, okay, and then paste it to these, just like so. Do it for each one until they're all in position. See how quick that was? You can do the same thing with this side because, or I'm going to do the same thing with this side because, again, there's just these two tiles for these two pieces here. Actually, three pieces. Okay? So just watch, copy. I'll start with this one. Paste, paste, paste. Okay? Now, save myself a little bit of time because I have to manually move these into position, okay? I'm going to link them together, and then I'm just going to slide them into place. Just like so, okay? Now, you'll have to do a little bit more, or I'm going to have to do a little bit more kind of intricate resizing here, so just kind of follow along, okay? So zoom out, because these parts are a little bit longer than the other ones, so I have to resize them a little bit more, on an individual basis to get them to fit properly. Okay. Now, you don't have to be, if a piece is sticking into a wall like so, you don't have to be too accurate. Actually, you know what? I just realized I don't even need this piece right here. So, let me get rid of it. But yeah, you don't have to be too accurate when moving these pieces around, okay? So at this point, I'm just going to finish up this map just to show you guys how it looks, okay? So do this. I don't even need this piece either. Oop. Something just got deleted. What was I supposed to? Yeah, whatever. I'll leave it there. It's no biggie. Like I said, setting these things up, it doesn't take a lot of time. Okay, like I just finished setting it up, and I've only taken about 5 or 6 minutes to do it. Okay, now yes, I for a lot of you who might be using this for the first time, or rather using Second Life for the first time, it, it's going to take you a little bit or a little while for you to be able to get as good as I am at doing things so quickly and such. But and that's not me boasting or anything like that. I'm just explaining that I've got about roughly 13 or 14 years of building and such like that in Second Life. So I know how the system works really well. Okay, um, and this applies to just building your maps in general. I can probably build a map in maybe like depending on the complexity of it. I can it might take me an hour. It might take me 5 hours for a more like complex one. But that's just because I know how to use the system. Okay. Uh, don't let like a new interface be don't make it like a mountain out of a hill is what I'm trying to say on this. Okay. Um, I've set up a lot of this stuff so that it's very quick and easy for you to be able to do what you need to do, and it doesn't take like a lot of skill or anything like that. Just creates takes creativity. That's all it is. That is the biggest secret to doing anything in like any sort of art medium, be it 3D design, whatever. Creativity. If you're creative, you're gonna love this. Okay. Um, but yeah, that's basically it for setting up a an alignment grid. Join me next time when I'll be showing you how to set up your or how to link everything together, and then set up the table assembly alignment cube. So until then, have a good one.